Russia's invincible S-500 missile defense system has a secret Achilles heel, and it's not what you think. Canada, with its newly acquired Gripen fighters, is about to expose a critical vulnerability that could redefine Arctic warfare. This isn't just about a new plane, it's about a tactical nightmare for Moscow. Could Canada's latest fighter acquisition, the Gripen, actually render Russia's cutting-edge S-500 missile defense system obsolete in the Arctic? We're diving deep into the Gripen's unique operational profile and advanced electronic warfare capabilities to uncover why this seemingly mismatched pairing creates an unprecedented dilemma for Russia's strategic assumptions. The Arctic is heating up, and Canada just made a move that could send shockwaves through Russia's military strategy. Forget brute force. The Gripen's silent, agile power and its sophisticated EW suite are forcing Moscow to rethink everything they thought they knew about their prized S-500 system. Prepare to see how one fighter can redefine a global power dynamic. What matters most here is speed. Canada's Gripen EF procurement has moved faster than expected, signaling urgency around Arctic air defense, not politics. The reason is simple. The Arctic is no longer passive airspace. Long-range patrols, bomber routes, and missile trajectories now pass through the north. Canada needs constant, reliable presence, not occasional patrols. The Gripen fits this mission by design. It was built for cold weather operations, short and rough runways, and minimal ground support. It can launch, recover, and turn around quickly in isolated locations, exactly where Arctic operations fail with complex aircraft. This gives Canada a key advantage: dispersed operations. Gripens don't need large fixed bases. They can operate from multiple northern locations, relocate rapidly, and stay unpredictable. That unpredictability is the real power shift. Instead of defending fixed airspace, Canada gains the ability to deny certainty about where aircraft are based, when they launch, and how long they remain active. And once that happens, any opposing air defense system built on tracking, prediction, and fixed engagement zones faces a serious problem. That's the strategic setup behind the S-500 dilemma. On paper, the S-500 Prometey is presented as Russia's ultimate shield. It's marketed as a system capable of tracking aircraft, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons, even low-orbit targets at extreme ranges. According to Russian claims, the S-500 can detect targets hundreds of kilometers away, engage them at high altitudes, and neutralize threats before they ever reach defended airspace. In theory, it's not just air defense, it's area denial on a strategic scale. But this is where claims and combat realities start to diverge. Russian officials describe the S-500 as invincible, particularly against stealth aircraft and hypersonic threats. Yet no independent combat data has verified these assertions. Most performance figures come from controlled tests, ideal conditions, and state media messaging, not contested real-world environments. And history matters here. Previous Russian systems, the S-300 and S-400, were also introduced as game changers. On paper, they promised layered coverage, advanced radar, and unmatched engagement envelopes. In practice, recent conflicts exposed serious limitations: sensor gaps, slow target discrimination, vulnerability to saturation attacks, and difficulty tracking low observable or unpredictable flight profiles. The issue wasn't that these systems were useless. It was that modern air warfare evolved faster than fixed air defense doctrines. Air defense works best when threats are predictable: known routes, known bases, known timelines. But stealth, electronic warfare, and dispersed operations undermine those assumptions. That's the uncomfortable question facing the S-500. If earlier systems struggled against adaptable, mobile, and networked air forces, then the S-500 isn't just facing better aircraft, it's facing a fundamentally different way of fighting. And that's where Canada's Gripen enters the equation, not as a missile killer, but as a system breaker. This is where the equation changes. Not with missiles, but with information control. The Gripen EF's real advantage lies in its integrated electronic warfare suite, known as a Rexus. Unlike older self-protection systems that react after detection, a Rexus is designed to think, adapt, and interfere in real time. At its core, a Rexus uses cognitive jamming. That means it doesn't just block radar signals, It analyzes them, identifies their source, and selects the most effective method to confuse or degrade them. Against modern air defense, deception is often more effective than brute force. Gripen's ASAC radar plays a key role here. It doesn't operate as a single-purpose sensor. It functions as part of a wider electromagnetic attack system, detecting, tracking, jamming, and misleading hostile radars simultaneously. Powerful onboard jammers can alter what an enemy system thinks it sees, or whether it sees anything at all. For systems like the S-500, this is a serious problem. Advanced air defense depends on clean data, accurate range, speed, altitude, and trajectory. Electronic warfare doesn't need to destroy the system, it only needs to corrupt the data long enough to break the engagement chain. Gripen amplifies this effect through sensor fusion and net-centric warfare. Data from radar, electronic support measures, infrared sensors, and off-board platforms is merged into a single real-time picture. That picture is then shared across the network between aircraft, ground units, and allied assets. The result is an information advantage. Instead of each aircraft fighting alone, every Gripen becomes part of a distributed system, seeing more, reacting faster, and exploiting gaps as they appear. In modern air combat, the side that controls information controls the fight. This is why the challenge facing the S-500 isn't interception, it's decision paralysis. When sensors are confused, timelines collapse. And when timelines collapse, even the most advanced missile system struggles to respond. The dilemma starts with a paradox. The S-500 is optimized to defeat large, fast, high-altitude threats, ballistic missiles, hypersonic glide vehicles, and strategic aircraft flying predictable profiles. Its strength lies in long-range detection and high-altitude interception. The Gripen operates in the opposite space. It is built for low observable, low to medium altitude operations, rapid maneuvering, and heavy electronic warfare support. It doesn't rely on speed or altitude to survive. It relies on confusion, deception, and timing. This mismatch creates the first problem for the S-500. Modern air defense radars are tuned to specific frequency bands and engagement timelines. Gripen's electronic warfare suite uses frequency hopping and adaptive jamming, constantly shifting its electromagnetic signature. The goal isn't to overpower radar, it's to stay one step ahead of it. Add AI-assisted signal analysis, and the system can identify which radars are tracking, which are searching, and which are guiding missiles. Each can be targeted differently, jammed, spoofed, or ignored. Then comes the engagement problem. In a hypothetical scenario, Gripen's approach from dispersed vectors, flying unpredictable routes. Their small radar cross-section reduces detection range. On top of that, advanced decoys and electronic countermeasures introduce false targets, forcing the S-500 to decide which track is real. Air defense systems must commit early. Commit too soon, and they risk firing at ghosts. Wait too long, and the engagement window closes. This is how a highly capable system becomes overloaded, not by firepower, but by uncertainty. The S-500 isn't failing because it can't hit targets. It struggles because Gripen changes the question from "can you intercept" to "can you even decide?" And that is the essence of the Gripen dilemma. The impact of Canada's Gripen doesn't stop at aircraft performance. It changes the strategic balance in the Arctic. For decades, Russia held an advantage in the far north through geography, early warning radar chains, and layered air defense. Gripen challenges that advantage by giving Canada persistent, flexible air presence, not just patrol capability, but denial capability. This shifts the power equation. Instead of Russia assuming uncontested access or early dominance in Arctic airspace, uncertainty is introduced. And in strategic planning, uncertainty forces slower decisions, higher costs, and more defensive postures. Moscow now faces a dilemma. Either accept reduced confidence in its Arctic air defense coverage or invest heavily in new counter-electronic warfare measures. That means more sensors, more redundancy, more hardened data links, and tighter integration between air defense and fighter patrols. All of that is expensive, and all of it stretches already strained military resources. For NATO and NORAD, the implications are the opposite. Gripen's network-centric design improves interoperability, not isolation. Shared sensor data, joint tracking, and cooperative engagement allow Canadian aircraft to plug directly into wider allied defense systems across North America and the North Atlantic. This strengthens collective defense without escalating force levels. Instead of more bases or more missiles, NATO gains better awareness, faster response, and tighter coordination, especially in regions where reaction time is measured in minutes, not hours. The Arctic is no longer a buffer zone. It's becoming a testing ground for future air warfare, and Canada's Gripen choice is quietly reshaping how that future looks.